panelists and all the ladies and gentlemen present at this forum. Thank you very much for taking the cooperative movement. Cooperative movement, yes, it's very important for the measure of financial inclusion. It has been right from the very beginning a very important step since the independence of India. Cooperative is like working together for the mutual benefit of people working in a particular region. Like what Adarsh Credit, it was formed in 1999 with the vision of cooperation to bring in all the unbanked people to cover and to provide them banking facilities so that they can inculcate saving habits. And through those measures, we have like more than 1 lakh agents working across 800 branches pan-India to provide financial services to their respective customers and to their respective localities. Like the session, banking the unbanked through DBT, direct benefit transfer. Direct benefit transfer, it was installed, it was launched by the government so that people who live in rural areas can get the facility, can get their subsidies, can get their benefits directly to their bank account without any proliferation, without any duplication, without any diversions. And rightly what Mr. Hunnar mentioned in the initial panel discussion, that any person who resides in the rural area needs two things: where his income will be generated or where he will be popping up the money into the account. One through his savings, where due to lack of accessibility, lack of resources of any saving habits, due to he is not able to save, and also the second medium being a direct benefit transfer. So these two mediums are very important for a rural person living in any sort of village to understand that by these two he can operate a saving account, he can inculcate and motivate his saving habits. So DBT, with the initiative launched by Pradhan Mantri, our respected Shri Narendra Modi, with the vision of Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, it was the initiative and the intervention of government so that DBT, the benefits, reaches to the rurals, reaches to the people without any diversions. Again, with the use of Aadhaar, like what we have mentioned, we have been successfully rolled out of Aadhaar cards, which can, in the future, with the intervention of technology, can work as an eKYC. What major problem lies in the rural that people don't have a respective KYC or they lack respective KYC documents, identification documents, for which is also one of a measure that they are not able to operate any bank account or they are not able to open any bank account. So with the eKYC, with the use of digitization, with the use of technology through eKYC, through linking the Aadhaar card, their respective biometric profiling can be done, their KYC can be generated through UITI, and they can easily get an account open. But having said that, as to what Mr. Iyer mentioned in his earlier discussion, that there has to be suitable infrastructure, there has to be suitable technique, there has to be suitable training and awareness programs, so that the people or the business correspondents who are developing this model need to understand as to how it will benefit and how it will favor them in a much more suitable situation. So, as a initiative of this financial inclusion and reaching to the unbanked people, providing banking services, we all have to get together in any form, right from the banks to the private institutions to the companies and to the normal public, all to the business correspondents, to make this initiative to provide the banking services to the unbanked people so that they can save their habits and they can spend their living in a better India and with a better future. So we all have to come together in any form, be it completing all those challenges, all those technological standards, or by any sort of training awareness measures. And that is only this initiative which looks tough at this point in time will be able to possible. Thank you very much.